Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Gemilno, and I help business owners get steady, high quality leads every single week. And yes, I also sell leads. So if you're someone who wants real qualified leads that actually convert into paying clients, not random clicks or ghost inquiries, there's a link waiting for you down in the description. Now, today's video is all about something that every business owner struggles with: content burnout. You know what I mean, right? The feeling where you're like, oh, I have to post again. What do I even say this time? Or maybe you've recorded a few videos, they did okay, but now you're stuck wondering how to stay consistent without spending your entire life glued to your camera or laptop. So today I'm going to show you how to repurpose your content in a way that feels effortless, seriously, so you can show up everywhere, stay visible, and actually convert that visibility into leads and paying clients. We're going to break it down into 5 practical points they can literally start using today. And I'll even throw in real examples so you can see exactly how it looks in action. Here's the game plan for what we'll cover today: how to create one pillar piece that does the heavy lifting for all your other content. Number two, how to use a repurpose matrix to turn that one piece into 10, 20, even 30 different pieces without going crazy. Number three, how to batch create and batch edit so you only have to focus once and then chill. Number four, how to use templates, automation, and low cost hiring to scale the entire thing without burning your wallet. Number five, and finally, how to handle distribution and measurement so you know exactly what's working and what's not instead of just guessing. And just a quick heads up before we dive in, I help real estate agents, local service businesses, and e-commerce store owners not only generate leads but also scale their content with done for you repurposed content packages. So if you want proven leads while I help you repurpose your content properly, check out the link in the description after this video. All right, let's dive in. Let's have point number one here. The biggest reason most business owners and even content creators burn out is simple. They try to make new content for every single platform. They sit there thinking, all right, I need a YouTube video, an Instagram reel, a TikTok, a LinkedIn post, an email newsletter. And before they even hit record, they're already overwhelmed. But here's the mindset shift that'll save you. You don't need to make new content for every platform. You just need to make one great piece of content that can be repurposed everywhere. That's where your pillar content comes in. So what's exactly pillar content? Think of it like a chunk of a tree. Everything else, your reels, your posts, your emails, your tweets, are just branches that grow from it. That's your main piece, the one that carries most of the value, insights, and storytelling. This could be a 12 to 20 minute podcast style video where you talk about something your audience deeply cares about, a deep dive YouTube video where you go step by step into solving a problem, or even a webinar recording or client training session that you already have sitting on your Google Drive. That's your pillar. Why does this work? Because long form content naturally includes everything you need: stories, lessons, quotes, mini hooks, and even bloopers, all the things that can be chopped, trimmed, and transformed into short form clips later. So instead of forcing yourself to come up with 20 different post ideas, you record once and then you pull everything else from that one recording. So how to build your pillar. Let's do this step by step here, okay? Step one, choose the right topic. You want something that solves a specific problem that your audience has, something they're actively Googling, searching for, or complaining about. For example, if you're a real estate agent in Miami, your pillar video could be something like how to price a beach condo to sell fast in a slow season. That's a topic that screams local relevance. It's niche, actionable, and valuable. If you're running a Shopify store in Texas, your topic could be how I doubled my average order value by using bundle offers or upsells. That's something every e-commerce owner would stop scrolling to listen to. The key here is make it problem focused, not just random tips. Step two, structure your pillar. Here's a simple format that always works. Opening hook, 30 seconds, grab attention by calling out a pain point or outcome. 3 to 5 actionable points, each 2 to 4 minutes. These are your mini lessons that will later become individual reels or posts. One quick case study, 2 to 3 minutes, something relatable that proves what you're saying. A call to action. Tell viewers what to do next, like download my checklist or check the link below for leads. This structure doesn't just make your content flow better, it also makes it incredibly easy to slice into smaller clips later. Step three, keep recording. So, like, you got to keep the Recording setup simple, okay? Don't overthink this. You don't need a $3,000 camera or fancy lighting. Just grab your phone, use a tripod, clip it, clip it on a lapel mic, and and face it window with natural light. You can get a small light if you have to. $20 on Amazon. Like a clip-on light. That's the max. Good content beats good equipment every single time. When you're recording, talk like you're explaining something to a client, casual, confident, and natural. Let me show you how powerful this can be. I helped a Florida realtor record a 50-minute video called How We Staged and Sold a $650,000 condo in 7 days. It was nothing fancy, just him talking in the living room with some before and after clips. From that one recording, here's what we did. Created 5 short reels that got over 20,000 combined views, wrote 2 LinkedIn posts that brought in a few warm DMs, turned the transcript into a 1,200-word blog post for SEO, and then built 3 email sequences that re-engaged his list and generated 12 qualified leads in 30 days. All of that from one single video. And that's the magic of pillar content. So now that you got your pillar content recorded, you've done the heavy lifting. You've got this one solid value back video sitting there. Now the question is, how do you turn that one piece into 20 or 30 different pieces without losing your mind and recording more content? That's where the repurpose matrix comes in. It's a system that maps your single video into platform specific formats, reels, tweets, carousels, blogs, emails, all from the same place. Let's dive into that next. Think of the repurpose matrix as your cheat sheet for content distribution. It's not just some fancy spreadsheet, it's basically your creative GPS. It tells you exactly what to do for every minute, every clip, every quote, every takeaway from your pillar video. Like which moment becomes a reel, like which line becomes a tweet, which insight becomes a blog post, and which quote becomes an email subject line. It's a way to remove decision fatigue because let's be honest, half the reason people don't post constantly isn't laziness, it's mental overload. They don't know what to post, where to post, or what format works best on each platform. With Repurpose Matrix, all that confusion is gone. You're not guessing, you're following a proven map that tells you exactly what to do next. So here's how to build it step by step here, okay? Let's walk through this slowly because once you got this set up, you can literally rinse and repeat it for every video you create. Step 1, create your matrix columns. Open up a simple Google Sheet or Notion table. Set up 5 main columns. Number 1, source. This is the timestamp or part of your pillar where the idea comes from. Example, minute 2:30 to 3:10. Number 2, output type. Is it a short video, quote graphic, blog post, or email snippet? Number 3, platform. Where will it go? Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, your YouTube Shorts, or email. Number 4, purpose. What's the goal? Awareness, lead generation, or nurturing your audience. Number 5, status. This one's optional but super useful to track what's edited, scheduled, or posted. Once that's built, all you're doing is filling in the blanks every time you record something new. Step 2, know your clip extraction rules. Each platform has its own rhythm, and this is where most people mess it up. They try to make one size fits all clips, but each platform rewards different styles and lengths. So here's how to think about it. Reels or TikTok clips. These should be short, punchy, and scroll stopping. Aim for 15 to 60 minutes, seconds max, and always make sure the hook hits in the first 3 seconds. That's what stops people from swiping away. And obviously your hook has to not be misleading. A lot of people use crazy hooks, but they're misleading. So just make it good and not misleading, okay? LinkedIn clips. These can be a bit longer, around 60 to 180 seconds, but they need a clear business lesson, something practical, insightful, or story-driven that shows your expertise. Quote graphics. Grab short, powerful sentences from your pillar, around 10 to 15 words max. These are great for carousel posts or story slides. Something like your content doesn't need to go viral. It just needs to be seen by the right 100 people. That's like 10 to 15 words right there, Small quote. Simple, relatable, shareable. Blogs or newsletters. This is where you go even deeper. Take one of your subtopics from the video and expand it into 700 to 1200 words. Add examples, screenshots, and mini case studies. When you set it up this way, your content creation process becomes predictable. No overthinking, just executing. Let's make this super clear with a real world example. Say your pillar video is a 12-minute video titled how to stage and sell homes fast in a slow market. Inside that, around minute 320 to 410, you're giving 3 fast staging tips that help homes sell quicker. In your matrix, that row might look like this. Like you see, 45 seconds reel, 3 staging tips that sell fast, Instagram for Facebook, and then the purpose lead gen. So from that one segment, you've already got one short form video that drives leads directly. Now multiply that across 8 to 10 valuable moments in your pillar, your main video, the one content that you recorded, the lengthy content, and suddenly you've got an entire month of content sitting right there, which is very handy. Let's give you a real example from one of my clients in LA, a personal trainer. We recorded one 18-minute myth-busting video where he broke down common fitness misconceptions, stuff like do you really need supplements to get lean, or why doing more cardio doesn't always mean more fat loss. Here's what we did with that single video. We extracted 8 reels from TikTok and Instagram, short myth-busting moments that performed super well. We pulled 2 longer clips for LinkedIn that included client progress stats and insights. We turned one section into a 900-word blog post optimized for local SEO, titled The Truth About Weight Loss for Busy Professionals in LA. And we used 5 short quotes from the video as email subject lines and story posts. Everything pointed to his free consultation booking page. $0. And within 2 weeks, that content flow generated 9 qualified quality leads, just from one 18-minute video. That's the power of a repurposed matrix. You're not working harder here. You're just being strategic because we're working hard with the initial video, but then we're being strategic about distributing it further, So now you got your pillar recorder and your repurposed matrix mapped out. You know what to make, where it's going, and why. The next step, actually getting it all done without spending every waking hour editing. That's where batch creation and batch editing come in. Doing the work once and getting weeks of content out of it. Let's jump into that next. Here's the big mindset shift. Most people create content in chaos. They wake up, scroll for ideas, film one clip, edit, post it, reply to comments, and by the time they're done, they're too exhausted to do it again tomorrow. Batching flips that workflow completely. Instead of doing a little bit of everything every day, focus on one stage at a time. You record multiple pieces in one sitting, and then you edit them all later in one go. This eliminates context switching, that mental drag that happens when you're jumping between filming, scripting, editing, and uploading all at once. The result, you stay in flow, create faster, and actually enjoy the process. So let's walk through step by step here. Let's start with the recording plan. Step 1, plan a batch day. Block off 2 to 3 hours once a week or even bi-weekly if you prefer bigger batches. Treat this like an important client meeting because honestly it is. This is your content day. No distractions, no multitasking. Step 2, decide what you're recording. Depending on your style, you can record 2 to 4 shorter pillar videos, like 5 to 10 minutes each, or record one long form pillar video, say 20 minutes, that you'll later slice into smaller clips. Step 3, prepare a simple outline for each topic. Nothing fancy, just a few bullet points for each video so you don't ramble or lose direction. For example, if you're a business coach, your outline might look like this. Hook, most important, not hook, okay. Most business owners make this mistake when pricing their services. Point 1, explain mistake. Point 2, give solution, CTA. If you want a pricing framework that attracts high-paying clients, click the link below. This is simple, but clear enough to keep your energy flowing naturally. When you record this way, all in one sitting, you're in the zone. Your delivery is better, your tone's consistent, and you save hours by not having to reset your gear every day. Okay, once you got your content recorded efficiently, that's amazing, The next step, though, is to edit all of it in one focused session. So this is what we're going to do here, okay? Step 1, use simple tools. You don't need heavy-duty software to make this work. I personally recommend tools like CapCut, Descript, or Premiere Rush. They're quick, intuitive, and perfect for short-form edits. Step 2, edit all your short clips at once. Line up your raw videos, mark the timestamps you want. You can use your repurpose matrix here and start cutting the clips back to back. Focus on hook placement, captions, thumbnails. If you're doing it all in one go, your editing style stays consistent and you'll knock out multiple videos way faster than editing them one by one. Step 3, Organize your files. This is one of the tiny details that saves you massive headaches later. Set up a folder structure that looks like this: content, raw, edits, thumbs, exports. That way, your VA, your editor, or even you in the future can find everything instantly. No more digging through random folders like, wait, where's that reel I made last week? Now, we're going to move into step 4 here, which is delegate smartly, role assignment. Okay. Now, here's the part that really unlocks your freedom. You don't have to do it all yourself. Your job is to speak, share your expertise, record the content, and be the face of the brand. Everything else, editing, scheduling, posting, can be handled by someone else. Here's how I usually break it down. You record the content. Editor handles all the cutting, captions, and formatting. Social media person or VA schedules posts, uploads captions, and monitors engagement. When you delegate the repetitive stuff, you keep your creative energy focused where it matters, showing up and building authority. And trust me, once you taste how smooth this feels, you'll never go back to that create and post hamster wheel again. Let me give you a concrete example of one of my clients. I worked with a Chicago-based tax advisor who wanted to educate small business owners about tax deductions and bookkeeping, but he was way too busy to post regularly. So here's what we did. We set up one afternoon, about 4 hours total, and batch recorded 4 10-minute videos, each covering a specific topic like top 5 tax deductions you're probably missing and how to legally reduce taxes before year end. And from that one recording per day, we ended up with 24 short clips for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, 4 blog posts, newsletters, 1 from each pillar video, and 3 paid ad creatives that promoted his free consultation offer. Within a month, his ad performance jumped by 34% more leads, and his organic content started pulling in new followers weekly. That's the power of batching. You create once and keep reaping results for weeks. So now you recorded, edited, and organized everything. You basically built your mini content machine. But here's the next step. How do you scale it sustainably? How to create more content, post more, and reach more people without burning out or hiring an expensive full-time team. That's where templates, automation, and smart outsourcing come in. Let's do that next. When you reach this stage, you don't want to reinvent the wheel here every time you post. You want systems that make everything faster, smoother, and consistent. Templates handle the creative consistency, automation handles the repetitive stuff, and outsourcing handles the time-consuming, low-skill tasks that shouldn't be eating up your focus. Let's break each one down. Think of your templates as your plug-and-play system for content. Templates save you hours because you're not starting from scratch every single time. You're just swapping out the message. Here are a few types of templates you can set up right away. Caption template. This is my go-to structure for writing captions fast. Hook, value, social proof, CTA. For example, most HVAC companies struggle to get consistent service calls. Here's what we did to get 5 to 10 new jobs a week without paid ads. Insert short value tip. It's simple but powerful. If you want us to send leads directly to you, DM me HVAC leads. It's clear, quick, and converts. You can use the same layout for Reels, LinkedIn posts, or even short video captions. Thumbnail template, okay? Keep your thumbnails simple but impactful. The formula that always works: bold headline, close-up face, subtle branding. For example, if your video is about real estate, your thumbnail could say sold in 7 days with your face on one side and a small logo in the corner. It's clean, consistent, and recognizable. Email sequence template, okay? If you're sending emails or newsletters, we have a 4-part sequence ready to go here for you. Number 1, welcome email. Number 2, case study email. Number 3, social proof email. And number 4, CTA. Once you built these templates, you can literally duplicate them for every new campaign. Just update the content and hit send. Step 2, automation. Let the tools do the work for you, okay? We need some scheduling tools here. We need transcription, and clip detection tools. We can use Descript, Otter AI for this. Repurposing tools, repurpose.io. Okay, these are pretty good. And you upload one video, okay? In minutes, it's distributed to YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and LinkedIn. That is the real power of automation, and that's why we're using all these tools. Okay, step number 3, smart outsourcing. Buy back your time. We have the automations, we have the templates. Now we got We need people to actually use those things, and you can use them yourself initially, but obviously we want to delegate the work. Okay. Now here's where the real leverage comes in: outsourcing. Look, your job as the business owner isn't to sit in CapCut for 4 hours syncing captions. Your time is worth more than that. You should be doing the high leverage stuff: recording content, closing deals, building relationships. Everything else, just delegate that stuff. Here's how to do it smartly though. Hire a junior editor. You can find talented editors on Upwork or Fiverr for around $8 to $25 an hour, depending on expertise and experience. They can handle cutting, adding captions, and basic effects. Hire a VA. Many business owners in the US hire experienced VAs from the Philippines for scheduling, posting, and organizing content calendars. For example, your VA can schedule your posts, upload clips, and even write captions using your templates. Keep creative direction local if needed. If you want to maintain a specific tone for your country or the US, there's a specific tone for that, or branding style, you can hire a US based creative lead who does final reviews while your offshore team handles execution. People in the US, they know what we do here. They're more experienced. They're more culturally diverse. So if you have the budget, you might want to get someone domestic that audits the work of your international team. The key is balance. Use affordable help for repetitive tasks, experienced help for creative direction. Step 4, build simple SOPs, standard operating procedures. Once you got your helpers, make sure they're not guessing what to do. You need direction for them. Create a simple SOP document, literally 1 to 2 pages, that outlines how to use your repurpose matrix, where to find assets, what file naming system to follow, and how to schedule posts correctly. This keeps your system tight and prevents mistakes. Plus, it makes it super easy to onboard new people if your team grows. Step 5, quality control. Here's one last tip that saves tons of headaches. Do a quick quality check at the start. When you first hire a VA or editor, personally review their first 5 posts. Check captions, formatting, brand tone, and posting accuracy. Once they nail it, you can confidently hand full control and hand it off to them. That small bit of upfront work saves hours of back and forth later. And you obviously want to know if they're able to complete the task you delegate to them, and if you want to keep that person, you know. Let me give you a real example. An Austin based HVAC company I worked with. They wanted to post consistently but didn't have the time or staff to manage it. Here's what we did: we created a simple caption template for all their posts, same structure every time. They hired a VA from the Philippines to handle scheduling and uploads. We gave the VA an SOP document that we created for the client that explained exactly how to follow the repurpose matrix, name files, and post on schedule. The business owner only spent 2 hours a week recording content, and the VA handled the rest. Within a month, they were posting 3 times a week consistently, and they doubled their inbound leads just by being visible more often. No burnout, no chaos, just systems. Okay, so at this stage, you've got everything rolling. Your videos are recorded, edited, templated, automated, and scheduled. Now comes the part that turns all that effort into actual results, because it's not enough just to post. You need to know what's working, what's driving leads, and how to double down on the right platform. So next, let's talk about distribution and measurement, keeping it simple, effective, and lead focused. Let's dive into that next year. Here's something I always tell my clients: content without strategy is noise, but content with structure becomes a system. So instead of posting randomly, we're going to distribute your content intentionally. Each post should have a purpose. Some are meant to get you seen, others to get people talking, and a few to directly generate leads or sales. That's how you create a content mix that actually grows your business. Step 1, distribution split, the 40-40-20 rule. This is my go-to rule for content balance. It keeps things simple but strategic. Let's break it down. 40% awareness content. Reach pieces like reels, shorts, one-off value clips. Example: 3 mistakes that make your home sit on the market. Okay. Then we do 40% engagement content. These are your conversation starters, such as LinkedIn carousels, polls, questions, or story prompts. An example here: be honest, do you spend more time creating content or analyzing what worked? Then we do the 20%, which is emergent content. These are your money makers: client results, case studies, explicit CTAs. Example: DM me for checklist or book your free audit. They trust you because you're giving value here, sparking conversation, and showing proof. Now, how often should you post? Here's a realistic schedule I usually recommend for small business owners who are balancing content for actual client work. Okay. Instagram, 3 reels per week, 2 feed posts per week, 1 story per day. LinkedIn, 2 long form posts per week, 1 short video clip per week. And then email, 1 value packed email per week. This could come directly from your pillar, just expanded one. You just expand one of your key points from the pillar, the main video you recorded, add a story, and include a CTA like reply if you want leads, or book a free strategy call. That's it. You don't have to post every single day. You just have to post strategically and consistently. Okay, now let's talk about tracking, but in a way that doesn't make you go cross-eyed staring at analytics. You don't need 20 metrics. You just need the essentials that actually move the needle. Here's what to focus on. Number one, leads per week. Number two, views and engagement per post. Number three, conversion rate from CTAs. That's all you need. Don't get lost in vanity metrics like impressions or follows. Focus on the data that actually connects directly to your goals, leads, conversions, and client growth. Okay? Step 4, simple experiment framework. Once you got those numbers down, it's time to test and optimize. We're testing what's working, what's not, what's good, what changes we got to make. We're scientists here, okay? Here's a simple experiment I use with my clients. Pick one clear CTA. Use that same CTA across 10 to 15 different posts or videos, all taken from the same pillar. Run them for about 2 weeks. Then check which platform actually converted the most. Whichever one performs best, double down there. That's your winning platform. Let me show you how this works in real life. I work with a Dallas-based e-commerce owner who sells custom gift boxes. We tested the same CTA DM for the 20% off bundle code across 2 platforms, Instagram Reels and their weekly email list. Here's what happens. The Reels got a ton of views, like thousands of people saw them, but the email list had fewer people, and yet it converted at a much higher rate. So instead of pushing harder on Reels, we doubled down on the emails, plus we used the top performing Reel as an ad creative. Within a month, the revenue jumped by 28% without increasing posting volume, just optimizing what was already working. That's the magic of measuring what actually matters. All right, let's wrap it up and bring everything together. Here's a quick recap. Step 1, record 1 pillar video. Step 2, use a repurpose matrix. Step 3, batch, create, and batch edit. Step 4, use templates, automation, and smart outsourcing. Step 5, distribute and measure strategically. Now, let me expand on that a bit because this entire system is designed to give you back control. You don't have to chase the algorithm every day or feel pressured to post constantly. You can literally record once a week, repurpose smartly, and still look like you're everywhere online while your systems quietly handle the rest. The goal isn't visibility, it's predictability, predictable content, predictable systems, and ultimately predictable leads. And if you want help doing that, if you're ready to have someone take care of the heavy lifting, that's exactly what I do. I help business owners, real estate agents, local service providers, e-commerce owners by doing 2 things: delivering verified leads that actually convert, and turning your long form content into done for you repurposed packages that attract more clients without you needing to post 24/7. If you get leads from me, I will help you for free with your content strategy. Okay. So if you want test real leads while scaling your content effortlessly, hit the link in the description or DM me. Let's get you consistent, predictable growth without burning out. Okay. There's multiple links there. I got free training, and I also have the option to purchase leads if you're interested in that. And hey, if this video helped you get clarity on how to repurpose your content the smart way, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because I'm dropping more videos just like this, all focused on helping business owners grow their visibility, scale their systems, and get steady leads every single week. I'm Jem Mulnu. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.